In the early 1990s, I was given a soldier's book by my late grandfather. I should clarify that Robert Watts Sr. was not my true blood grandfather, but he was the closest thing I had to a grandfather I would ever have. He was a step-grandfather. While I didn't get along all that well with my stepfather, I did have an attachment to his dad, who we called GP. This soul book was given to GP by a dying German soldier. The soul book was a personal item carried by German soldiers. They would keep notes in it, pictures, and it also acted kind of like a passport. Official stamps inside noted where the soldier was from and which unit he was attached to. GP told me that the German soldier was among the injured after a particularly nasty firefight. The soldier was terminal, and his GP being a godly man, he sat with the young man of no more than 19 years of age. The young soldier gave GP his soul book and asked him to return the book and its contents to his family. Soon afterward, the young man died. His name was Horst Roeder. GP remained in Germany for 2 years after the war's end. He tried to locate the young man's family, to no avail. GP returned to the United States in 1947, the book still in his possession. Fast forward to 1991. GP moved in with my parents after he moved from Elizabethton, Tennessee to West Palm Beach, Florida. Now in his 70s, he was in his sunset years. Life as a farmer had taken its toll. My wife and I were visiting GP when he produced the soul book. He handed it to me and asked that I find the soldier's family. So I took up the quest, given to GP by a long-dead Wehrmacht soldier. Inside the little book was a letter, written by Horst to his mother. He never had a chance to send it. Included were 2 pictures, one of his grandparents, and the other of Horst, his parents, and a little brother. The photo showed a much younger Horst. Maybe he was 10 or 11 years of age. Finally, there were German Reichsmarks, probably Horst's last pay for his service. Lynn and I had no idea how to start. This is of course before the internet, and we could not even begin to decipher the handwriting of the young man who had once carried the book. After many months of fruitless searching, the soul book was placed in a drawer, and to my shame, forgotten. Years passed, and unfortunately so did GP pass from this mortal realm. Not long afterwards, my wife was cleaning out some drawers and found the little book. Times had changed, and now we had access to the internet. Lynn decided we needed to find the family once and for all. She contacted our local German-American club and set up a meeting with someone who could help, and help they did. By the end of the meeting, we had the name of his home city, the names of his parents, and the name of his little brother. Once at home, we accessed online German phone books for the city, and we found 5 families matching the same last name. So I set to work handwriting 5 identical letters outlining how we had come into possession of the book. Armed with a German dictionary and 4 years of German language knowledge, I told them of Horst's request and GP's promise to find them. I promised them that I would return the book to a family member, and afterwards I popped the letters into the mail and we waited. In a month I had a reply, actually 2. One was from Horst's niece, and the other one was from Horst's brother, the same brother in the photograph. The family never knew what became of Horst. No records were ever found giving the family closure. This was the first piece of verifiable news in over 40 years. I was convinced, and so I packaged the soul book up and sent it straight away to the family. Afterwards, I received a letter from the Roeders letting me know they were so pleased to finally be able to rest knowing that Horst was in such good hands before he passed. The last thing I received from them was a beautiful Christmas card. I've never heard from them again, but I do think about the Roeders from time to time. Rest in peace, Horst Roeder and Robert Watts Sr.